Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Teaching with Liz. Hold on, I do not like this bun, how it looks. Okay, so hey guys, welcome to my channel, Teaching with Liz. So today we're going to talk about tips for new teachers. We have all been there before, whether it's your first year, your second year, shoot, or even your 25th year. Everyone can all use tips. So today's video is all about tips for new teachers. So first things first, you found out which school you're in, what grade you're going to teach. What I recommend is that you contact the principal and just to find out if you can get in your classroom sooner than later. That way so that you can take pictures and see which things you need to purchase. But while you're taking pictures and seeing which things you need to purchase for your classroom, keep in mind that it does not have to look Pinterest worthy. You do not need to go out, especially during your first year, spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I recommend getting border, what is it called? Bulletin borders. I also recommend getting, some schools you don't even need to get the actual paper for the border unless you just want to. At least at my school, they provide us with the border. So don't waste money getting that. I would say get the bulletin border, the little thing that goes around, the actual bulletin board. You can buy that. Markers, you always, even towards the end of the year, you're going to need more expo markers. You can never have enough. You can get expo cleaner. At this point, I just use alcohol and water. It works good. Or sometimes I just use water. But if you want to get some expo or board cleaner, I think that's how you call it. Board cleaner. I think that's just what it's called. You can purchase that. Something else you may want to get is pencils. And you know what? Erasers. Erasers, they just disappear. I honestly think my kids eat them. They disappear like how socks disappear. Or what else disappears? Bobby pins. That's how your erasers are going to disappear. So please make sure you buy erasers. I can't recall if I mentioned it before, but once again, please make sure that you get into your classroom early. And the reason why I say that, usually they have preschool. Like at my school, we have preschool and then we have school. But prior to preschool, the week before preschool, our principal let us in the school so that we can go ahead and start setting up our classrooms. I find that very beneficial for me because I get to set up my classroom the week before preschool. Because during preschool, for some strange reason, we have so many meetings, like Monday through Thursday, where it's like jam-packed with meetings. And then Friday during preschool is meet the teacher, and then Monday you're starting. So please, guys, ask your principal if you can get in early just to get a head start. Another tip that I would recommend is to try to meet your teammates. I know for me, when my first year of teaching, my teammates actually came to me because I'm kind of an introvert. I don't like really going up to people and say, hey, I'm Liz. I'm more like, no, that's not me. But thank God they came up to me and they were like, oh, hi, I'm such and such. If you need anything, please just come, reach out. I have no problem helping you before school, after school, shoot, even during school. And that was really good for my first year. I felt really accepted, and I felt like if I ever needed like a shoulder to lean on, they were there for me. And I would also recommend meeting your janitors. Those people, they come in handy. I can't tell you how many times what was it? I think our water, the water fountain was leaking. Janitor came in and fixed it. The toilet was leaking water. Janitor came in and fixed it. If I'm running out of tissue, janitor will come and fix it. And towards the end of the school year, when you're trying to get rid of all of that paper, you know how it is. Like, it's a lot of paper you're getting rid of towards the end of the year. The janitors, they come in handy. Like, it's amazing. The front office people, go ahead and meet them. Who else? The secretary, go ahead and meet her. Her or him. At my school, the secretary, I go meet her. So like I said, get out of your classroom, please. Trust me, I know it's hard, but get out of your classroom and go meet all the other wonderful, amazing people that you work with. Now, you don't have to do this tip, but once again, you don't have to do this tip, but I recommend getting a fridge and a microwave for your classroom. I do. Me personally, I don't like going to the teacher's lounge because we're not going to get into that. I just don't like going to the teacher's lounge. I like to be able to, get my food. I think I mentioned this in a prior video. I love food, thrive off of food. It's just delicious. It's I just love food. So, knowing that I have a microwave in my classroom is amazing. Knowing that I have a fridge and I actually go grocery shopping for my fridge, like it makes me so excited. Like it's just amazing. Now, the fridge and the microwave that I have now was actually donated to me by a teacher. And when she was switching, she was actually leaving to work in another state. She was like, "Hey Liz, can I go ahead and give these two to you?" And I'm like, "Yes, give me them, yes." And that was like last school year, and it's still working. So I got lucky. But once again, you don't have to do it, but it's very convenient. It's like an investment you're making for yourself. Another tip that I recommend is asking for advice. Please, if you are stuck on something, it's better that you at least get out and go ask people for help as opposed to you just waiting there and just being stuck. Please get out, ask for help. 9 times out of 10, people are always willing to help you. Trust me. Ask for help. During your preschool, during your preschool, or if you decide to go to school early, try to walk around the school just to get a feel of the layout. Find out where your fine arts are, or even, I don't know if you call it fine arts or specials. At my school, we call it fine arts. In another county, it's specials. I grew up off of specials. But anyways, walk around your school, try to get a feel of the layout, where the cafeteria is, the front office, the nurse, where the fine arts classrooms are, such as art, PE, music, chess, computer lab, the library, whatever you have. Try to get a feel of the layout so that during the first day of school, you're not like walking around all lost or whatever. Another tip is to try to print out your first week of stuff ahead of time. Now, if you're like me, because I like to be 3, 4, 5 weeks ahead, go ahead and print out stuff for the first 2 weeks. That's how far I recommend you going. At least print out stuff for the first 2 weeks. Now, be aware that the printer is going to be jam-packed. People are going to be in there printing, printing, printing. The laminator is going to be packed. Please, you have to be patient. Just expect it. Printer's going to be jam-packed. Some printers may get jammed, and the laminating machine is going to be packed. So just to recap, and I'm going to look down just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. First things first, congratulations. Welcome to the field of education. This year is going to be so exciting for you. And usually people try to say, oh, your first year is your worst year. Don't listen to them, because my first year was not my worst year. I probably cried twice, but I'm one of those people, I'm like, how you enter something is how it's going to play out. Meaning, when I entered my first year, I'm like, I'm going to have a good year. I'm going to learn as much as I can, and it's going to be amazing. I'm not going to enter it and thinking, oh, damn, this year going to suck. You know what I'm trying to avoid saying. Instead, I went in there being positive. And then also ignore those teachers that's like, oh, you wanted to be a teacher? Like, really, lady? I literally just graduated, worked my ass off to get this degree. I come through this door and you want to say, oh, you wanted to be a teacher? Duh. I just don't think that veteran teachers realize how like discouraging that is when they say stuff like that. So I hope that doesn't happen to you, but if it happens to you, just let it roll off your shoulder. Anyway, so just to recap from the tips that I gave you guys, try to get in there early to get a head start. Don't worry about your classroom being Pinterest worthy. Instead, worry about what the kids are learning and the connection that you're making with them and their parent. Another tip, what else did I say? Meet up with your teammates. Find out who the team leader is. Meet the janitor, all the important staff people. Ask for advice if you need it. Please don't sit there thinking that, I don't know. Don't just sit there thinking that it's mysteriously gonna fall from the sky. You have to put in an effort and actually go ask someone. I said invest in the fridge or microwave, but that's up to you. If you're one of those people that like to eat in the teacher's lounge and you're fine with, you know, sharing a fridge with other teachers, then I guess that's not really that serious to you. But me, I'm more of an introvert. I like to have my own space. So for me, it was imperative that I purchased a microwave and a fridge. Now, fortunately for me, I didn't have to purchase it at all. It was just donated to me. What else did I say? The bulletin board. More like bulletin border. The actual border that goes around the thing. Make sure you purchase that, because the school, my school, doesn't provide that. That's something I had to purchase myself. So, I believe that's all the tips that I have. Now, recently on my Instagram, I had a giveaway because I reached 400 followers, and a part of the giveaway was to leave advice for future teachers and current teachers. So I'm just going to read a couple of the ones that I actually liked. I'm using it on my desktop computer and I like suck because I don't even remember how to use. Like, can you just scroll up and down or no? Never be afraid to ask for help and admit when you're wrong. Yes, please admit when you're wrong. Like, you know what? My bad. Because that's one thing I can't stand, for someone, like, you know you wrong, but you're not going to admit you wrong. Instead, you'd rather have me out here looking crazy. Hold on, my dog barking. She's just being crazy. Ignore her because I don't see anything. Make sure you have a work and life balance. You can't work 80 hours a week every week. Now, that's something that's true. My first year, I used to come in at 6 a.m. and I didn't leave until like 7 p.m. When I tell you I was sick so many times that year, please have a cutoff point. I did that my first year. My second year, I had 2 co-workers who used to come into my classroom and say, okay, Liz, it's time to go. And I used to just pack up and just leave. Like, first year, I used to leave at 7. Second year, which was last year, I left at 5 o'clock the latest. It's okay to say no. Like, don't feel bad. Say no if you need to say no. Your first year, don't be trying to sign up for every little thing. Like, we be having movie night, we have game night, we have music night. I can't do all of that. And it's okay to say no. You have a life outside of work. Yes, you're committed to the job, you love your students, but you have to also realize that you have to love yourself a little bit more. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Like, the hardest part was getting through elementary education, graduating. And yeah, you got this. You know what type of teacher you want to be, the type of things you want to do. And I always look at it like this. I want to be the teacher that I wanted when I was in their grade. I want to be the type of teacher that I want my kids to have, my little brother to have, my sisters, who else? My future nieces, nephews. I want to be that kind of teacher. So that's what motivates me. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Also, guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do so, Teaching with Liz. Be sure to comment down below, hit that subscribe button. Don't be shy. You already here, so you might as well just hit it. Go on, hit it. Or is it over there? Or is it over here? Or is it down here? It don't matter where it's at. Hit it. But anyway, see you guys next time in another video. Tip number 1. You don't need a Pinterest-worthy classroom. What you need is kids that are in there actually learning. Please don't be out at the store spending all this money because you were on Pinterest and you've seen all these Pinterest classrooms looking amazing. You don't need that, because lo and behold, her cousin, Navient, is on the way. And they want you to pay off them student loans. So don't be in the store spending all that money, honey.